Stop attacking your defender this way if you want to start beating them more. Coach Jesse Muench with Get Handles Basketball, where I show you how to play like the pros. In this video, I'm going to give you a technique that will instantly, in minutes, improve your ability to get past your defenders. It's a problem I see with a lot of players that can be fixed in seconds. And the problem for a lot of players is that they're focusing on the wrong things. I'm also going to show you how to take this technique and take it to the next level. And then at the end of the video, I'm also going to give you a big problem this will create, but I'm going to give you another video that will fix that problem in minutes for you. So everything will be working for you and you can start beating your defender. So here's the big issue with what I see with players when they attack their defenders. They give a setup like this. Here's another thing I see with players trying to beat their defender. Both those have a little bit of a problem. Now, those can work in certain situations, and there's certain times you might want to use both those as a setup. But when you're talking about trying to attack your defender to get past them or to really create a lot of separation, those two techniques aren't going to work. Before I get into what was wrong with those two attacks, be sure to click that subscribe button and that bell icon and turn on all notifications so you can catch the newest videos and continue to improve your game. And if there's any other part of your game you're looking to improve, make sure you check out my channel. I got hundreds of videos, so there's a good chance I already got a video on it, but if I don't, leave me a comment, let me know, I'll try to get you one ASAP. So here's the big problem. A lot of times when they set up their defender, they'll give sort of an angle to the side way back here, and the setup a lot of times is slow. They think about attacking their defender. And if I start angling to the side and going slow, or even if I got a little bit of speed going, my defender can just slide with me and stop with their feet set, so now they're ready to move. That's the problem. All you need to do is add two things, and that will make it a lot easier to start beating your defender. So here's how you should attack your defender and why. You want to come more to the center of your defender, right down the middle. So you could practice at home using a cone or setting a shoe up or a garbage can and just coming right at the center of it until you get about an arm's distance away. Those two keys are magic. They are going to work wonders for you. Here's why. If I come up this close to my defender here, now they can't really start sliding one way or the other, right? Versus if I started coming over here, they can start sliding and moving back in front of me. If I come right to their center, there's really no reason for them to move one way or the other, right? Which is awesome. We want them staying put when we're trying to attack to get past them or create a bunch of separation using a move. Once we're in arm's distance, that also means we're in legs distance, and that's where the power from this comes. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, well, coach, I'll get the ball stolen. I'm going to give you something at the end of the video to help you with that. But when you get into this space and you get to this step here where you're even with one of their 2 feet or past it, what are they going to think mentally, right? If you're my defender and I step past you here, what are you going to do? You're going to take off flying, right? Or if you don't go and I'm coming in quick before you can react, I've got you beat for sure. I've just sealed you, right? I got you here and I can keep you behind me. If you don't react quick enough, keeping in mind that you're protecting the basketball, so now you can get past that defender nice and tight and everything's amplified. So that approach is the first big key. Coming to their center, arm's distance away, and then using your feet. How you use your feet, though, there's two things you want to keep in mind with that. Number one, you could step with either foot, but you'll want to keep in mind your ball positioning. So if I step with the opposite foot from the direction I'm moving, so if I'm going to the left side, right foot stepping, the ball will usually naturally be protected. But if I'm going to step with the left foot, I want to keep the ball a little bit more behind my hip so it's protected. But here's the other big key you got to pay attention to: the angle and the speed of that step. If I step real slow, again, they can kind of start to slide in front of me, get squared up, and now the step lost all that effect. I can't get past them. I didn't really create any quick separation. None of that. The other thing is the angle. If I step way out here, again, I can't really get past them because they can just slide that way and stay in front of me. So the angle and the speed have to be there. You have to try to just barely come around their hip. Don't be afraid to initiate a little contact into their side, and it has to be quick. Now, all these techniques can be done dribbling the basketball, and they can also be done from triple threat, taking steps like that, okay? but being quick and aggressive with them. Click that like button if those tips helped you. So here's a couple of specific ways you can use this in game situations and take it next level. So again, from any of your dribble moves or from triple threat, I could take a good step here, and now if they didn't move, I want to kind of start to lean back in here, so now I've got them behind me, sealed, game over for them. There's really not much they can do. That's the first way to make sure you stay in front of them after you've attacked. But here's a couple other ways that you can really take advantage of it. If I take a hard step here, they're going to jump probably, right? So if I can get there ahead of them, I'll seal them, but if I think there's a chance they're going to jump on it, and I know that, step ahead, right? Because we talked before, if I get past that foot, they're going to take off. Boom. You can create separation coming back from using a crossover. Really, you just want to think about your body's direction and how you're moving. Not so much the moves you're doing. Those will just help protect the basketball, so you might want to keep it in mind for that. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking about my foot getting past their foot. And if I do that, I know they're going to go flying, and then I want to move the opposite direction. So now I just created a lot of separation for an easy jump shot. So I just showed you that with this foot, but I could do that same thing if I have both pivot feet as an option, or if I have my dribble going, I could do the same thing with this foot. Send them flying, come back. Exact same concept. Could do it to this side. Again, switching the footwork. Boom, they go flying. Separation. So those are like the main techniques for that. But here's where you can really start to mess with your defender's head and take them next level with your attack. If I would do that setup and I send them flying, a big thing I like to do is give them a little shot fake hezzy, because I just created that separation, and now they're going to try to close out for that shot. And as soon as I start to see them just barely moving this way, boom, I'm going to take off the opposite way. Just read the angle. If they're too far to this side, you just come this way. If they come too far to this side, you just want to cross over and come this way. Pretty simple stuff, and it makes the read real easy for you to do if you're that step ahead with knowing that they're going to try to close that gap. These are some more specific tactics you can use in game situations and ways to take it next level. But leave me a comment. Who do you think is better at attacking tight to their defender? James Harden or Kyrie Irving? So like we talked about earlier in the video, you got to be able to protect the basketball and, maneuver it to take advantage of this footwork and coming to your defender close without getting the ball stolen. That's a big thing, right? Well, I've got the perfect video. It's this one right here. It's another YouTube video. Click that. That's going to show you how to keep the ball from getting stolen when you're tight from your defender. That's a gold mine of techniques. I'll see you in that video. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you can catch the newest videos, and I'll see you in that next video.